Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. My name's Sleepy, and this is Sleepy Plays. Today I'm going to take my first look at the Misc Starlancer TAC. Now, I have seen videos of this ship, and to be honest with you, I was not impressed. But I'm going to be right here. My first impression is this thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I mean, this thing is it's just a lot bigger than I thought it was. I did not realize how big this ship is. This thing is absolutely huge, which is a good thing. I did take a walk around in it just because I didn't want to look like a total idiot and not be able to figure out how to get into it. And the videos do not do this ship justice, to be honest with you. I still have my reservations about it, but I found a lot more to appreciate about this vehicle than I did from the previous videos I'd watched. But let's go on inside and let's take a look. This is I don't know how to call it. It's not a true cargo vehicle because it only carries 100. It's kind of a gunship. It's kind of a drop ship. It's kind of a medical ship. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm guessing these are rocket launchers out the back. I don't have no clue how to control these. I'm guessing they're controlled by the pilot. Now, one thing I will make a disclaimer now, anything I get wrong about the ship, don't be surprised. I don't own it. This is just really my first look at it. Now, this is the cargo hold. I did pull up Urkel to try to look at the stats on it so I know something about it. I believe this holds somewhere in the area of 100, the, which I don't like. I think that's just too low for any cargo, but I do like the width. It is wide, but even being wide helps for vehicles. It also looks like it's awful short. I'm guessing that's a rear camera that you can access from somewhere. I actually didn't look for where it accessed from, but it looks like a camera. But being short, you're not going to be able to fit in the bigger stuff like the Tonk and stuff like that. But a lot of your shorter vehicles should fit in here fine. And it's wide. It's going to give you room for a couple of vehicles in here beside one another. That's pretty cool. I love the fit and finish of this ship. This ship is absolutely gorgeous. They really put a lot of work in here. I've been totally impressed. It just makes. I do have a Polaris, and walking around this ship on the inside looking at it makes my heart break for my poor Polaris because they did such a, in my opinion, yucky job on the Polaris. But this is really cool looking. All right, we come out of the cargo bay. We're on the lower deck, and we go forward, and you have a med bay. I'm guessing these are size tier 2 beds. I don't think they're tier 1s, or else they would have something around there. It looks like an MRI, but I don't think they would put the base beds in here either. Each bed seems to have a control right here. It doesn't really say what tier they are, but I'm assuming they're the middle tier beds. You do have, I don't know what works and what don't work in here. You got a sink over here. Oh, this does work. Open sesame. I guess that's where you put your med supplies at, your med gels and stuff like that. Not sure where you put the med gels in on this, so we'll have to figure that out at some later times. And leaving out of the med bay, you come into, to me, the most useless section of the ship is the drop area. This is where I guess if you're taking your stormtroopers and they want to do a drop mission or something like that. I'm not crazy about drop seats. I think they waste space. I think we could use them for something better. And how it opens, I don't know. Why are you opening? Open sesame. Now that opens that door. Alright, that grips the gun. That opens that door. I opened these once before. I walked on here before I was able to open them, so I didn't even think about it. Now I can't figure out how they open. Well, duh. This right here should be it. Yeah, that opens one side. And I don't know what opens the other side. You close one side. I guess you all go out from one side. Best I can figure. Because there is no opening on the other side. See, I think this room's kind of a waste of time, to be honest with you. All right, but then let's go up here. Now, it's well done. It looks great, but I'm not into drop ships. All right, these, I believe, and I did not try these before, are the turrets. The lower turrets on each side. So I don't have power on, so they're probably not going to work. But we'll see if there's an option. Turn the power on. What do I have? Exit, increase, decrease. Switch fire. Let's turn power. See if they work. Nope, they don't work. Power on. There we go. Now we're shooting. There we go. And decent enough coverage all the way around. Gonna have a little problem with higher stuff, but you're gonna be really good on lower stuff. Alright, that's pretty cool. I believe these are size 4 guns. I believe they're repeaters. Like I said, if I get something wrong, don't crucify me. I'm going to get stuff wrong because this is not here to teach you all about this ship. This is just kind of what you're going to experience for a first look yourself. But look at this. This really looks cool. I mean, it really does look cool. I don't know why. It seemed to look a little, I don't know, it's not foggy. See, that's something I like about the ship. You don't have that foggy look. It's crisp and clean on the inside. You don't have that misty look. I can't stand that misty look of ship. Ships shouldn't have that. What is this? There, let's press the button and see. I think this is the docking collar. Yes. That'll be the stairs to the next level. Now this, I believe, is an elevator. And I do believe it goes down. So you have a docking collar on this side and an elevator going down on this side. And this up here will be your suit lockers. I don't know if these are escape hatches. But yeah, this will be your suit locker storage. It's a little far from the where they need to be, in my opinion. But hey, it's got suit locker storage. We'll take it. Now we're going to go all the way back through here again. And then we're going to go upstairs from the cargo bay. And then go on the second deck. I believe this only has 2 decks on it, a lower deck and an upper deck. Now you do have matching elevators. I'll hop into here and get in this elevator, and this should take us up to the engineering station. Now, one thing that got me here is I got on this side, so I was looking to get off on this side. You get off on the other side on this elevator. Elevator go up to a 3rd story. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Anyway, we're up on the 3rd story here, and back here you'll have your engineering. This is your engineering station, where you have your engines. I don't know why my game is looking so funky, but it is. Alright, we're going to have to figure something out. Something's not right. Because it shouldn't look like this. No, oh, I'm dying. Heck. Alright, we need to find a way out of here before I die. We need to go up front. No, we just need to go downstairs. Wondering why it's looking so funky. I'm dying. Run, Forrest, run! Don't die! I have stuff in here. Just wondering why everything was getting so foggy. I wasn't paying attention. Don't die! You're too young to die. Let me get a drink. Put it in my hand. There we go. You need a drink. Oh, I'm so silly. I could have just laid in those medical beds. I'm still gonna do that. Drink, Santa, drink, drink. how silly I am. Here, we just throw that away. We'll run back in and lay the medical pads and see if they work. Good idea. I wish I'd thought of that earlier. Let's lay down. I don't know if they'll work without power on. Let's see what they do. Oh yeah, look at the bottom left there. I'm getting my water up and my regeneration, my health up. Ha ha ha! We're going to live. We're going to live. See, the beautiful thing about my videos is they're really not scripted. Anything can happen. All right, back upstairs. Come on. Open. Yes, first time I went up this elevator, I came in this way, and I went to the engineering deck, and I sat here and waited for this door to open, and it don't open. Well, I thought I went to the engineering deck. It doesn't open. You got to go out the other way. That can be a little confusing. All right, we were in engineering right before we decided that, hey, why are we dying here? Anyway, this is where you do your engineering gameplay. I'm guessing these are your engines. Quantum drive. You'll have components here, but you'll also have components in other places of the ship. You'll have to figure it out. Talk a little bit about components. It's got mostly size 3 components, size 3 shields, power, stuff like that. But it does have, which I'm a little disappointed in, is a size 2 quantum drive. I guess that's a size 2 quantum drive, and I'm a little confused about that, but I guess there's a reason for it. But I really do wish it had a size 3 quantum drive. See how it's a little smoky in here? That's why some chips look all the way through, and I hate that. That's just absolutely not a good look. But you go out here, you see how you lose the smoky effect. In a long time, I thought that was my video card. No, that's Star Citizen. Now, once we come out of engineering, you'll come up here. You have a little hangar bay, and this is for one of those little bubble ships that fits in here. Now, there are what fits videos all over the internet where they'll show you what all you can fit in here. So this is designed for one of those little bubble ships with the guns on it to land straight down in here. I don't remember what it's called. I own one, actually. Don't remember what it's called because I've never used it. See, I bought one because I thought it was cool and I thought it might be useful. I've just never really gotten to a place to use it. But look at the inside of this. This is really cool. This is really well done. And once again, let's remind the art team about the Polaris. Oh, goodness, they drive me nuts. Anyway, we'll go back down here. I don't really need to shut that. I'm not going anywhere. It can stay open. Close. Close. Yeah, there you go. Now, there's a hallway around both sides that encompasses the elevators that are on both sides and plus the little landing bay that's up there. So you can go either way around that to the best I can figure. It's not a whole lot that I found. I don't know what you are. I'm guessing you are auxiliary DPU PSU. Okay. I have no clue what that is. And you come into the mess hall. And see, look at the way this mess hall looks. And then go look at the whole C mess hall. And you're going to be like, really, art team? Because this is a good looking mess hall. They've done well with the colors. They've done well with the design, the contrast. I don't even adjust my colors and look how good this looks. I go onto the whole C and look at the mess hall. And on the Gemini and look at the mess hall and think, I realize the Gemini is old. But the whole C is not that old. It just doesn't even compare. You have a little table here for seating. I'm assuming this is storage. Yeah, there's a little F button. Oh, is there? Maybe it's not storage. See what happens when you assume you're wrong. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Guys, you need to make this openable. I'm kind of surprised it's not. Huh. Oh well, shows what I know. And I also like this area. Oh, here, not this. This is a restroom. You got a restroom here. Voila. Little closet restroom. It's not as bad as some, but it's not as nice as others. You get a second restroom right here. And the reason the restrooms are here is not only because of the kitchen, but you also have your, well, you have a gun locker here, which is a little strange place for it, but hey, I'll take it. Here's where you have your crew room. You have crew room for 8 here. Oh, you do have lockers. See, just what I know. I guess each locker is 650K. I don't know how many lockers you have. One, two, three, four. Oh, you have full 8. Oh, that's kind of cool. And each one at 650K. You got your bunks here for your sleeping arrangements. I have seen videos of the other uh, ship like this, and I don't like the sleeping arrangements and all the individual rooms. I like this so much better. It saves so much room. It's so much cleaner and nice. So you got your whole food prep, your bunking, and your restrooms right here. And it's good looking space. Once again, take a look at the whole sea and be disappointed. Alright, let's hop in here and we'll go on through here. We're on the second level. This is the elevators to go in and out. And this is a stairwell to go in and out. I guess this is your gravity generator and your life support, which isn't in game yet. So we don't need to look in there. Go up to another area here. These are your evac. You got 8 bunks and 4 escape pods. 4 guys are going to get left behind though, which is kind of sad. So if you're the lower rank on this ship, tough. And we'll go up to the bridge. And nice looking bridge. Well, I mean, just colors are nice. It's not smoky or foggy looking. The lighting's done well. You've got your required fire extinguisher, computer. These are, I believe, the 2 remote gun stations for the upper turrets and the upper front and upper rear turret. So we'll hop in here and see if we can make it work. Okay. Now let's exit, enter, the power off, put the power on, enter the remote turret. Let's see if it works. Oh yes. Now this would be the upper front turret. We can't take an F4 view of this for some reason while it's firing, which I haven't been able to figure out. That's this turret right here in front of the little hangar that I left open. We can get back in there now. And just shoot a little bit. We can play! It's got good 360. Oh no, the back view's not so great, but you do have anything high. So you do have a hump back here. Walla walla walla. Oh, it won't let me shoot the ship. Okay, well that's good. Probably a good thing it won't let me shoot the ship. I believe these are size 4 repeaters. And we do have the same on the other side. Let me out of here. But it does do the one that's in the back of the ship, not the one that's in the front. Once I figure out how to get in here. And then we will go. I cycle the power because sometimes I get into these and they don't have any power. So I'm going to turn the power off, turn the power on to make sure I got power, and then enter the remote turret. Now this is the one on the back of the ship. Whee! And then they're going to have, this is really blocked to the front, so your forward facing is going to be limited. So this is your left, right, and your rear. It is the rear turret, so it's a good thing it shoots well to the rear. All right, now we will take a look at the location of this turret. It's right up here behind the upper wing. I have no clue what that's all about. Now this vehicle doesn't seem to have any point defense systems on it. I'm not sure what these little round things here are, but it doesn't have any noticeable point defense. So you are going to need to man your turrets to be able to defend yourself from fighter attacks. So now you do have, these are the 2 lower turrets that we looked at, the 2 upper turrets. Now you see there's 2 front turrets, and those should be controlled by the pilot, I do believe. So we're going to hop in there and take a look at it. Let's get up from here. We'll walk up front. And this is your pilot seat, your co-pilot seat. I have no idea whether your co-pilot seat can control anything. So we're going to just take a look at the pilot seat for now. And let's go ahead and do... Where is flight ready? Power off, engine on. Don't see flight ready. I'll turn the engine on. I'm sure there was flight ready in here. Exit? No, I don't want to exit. None of those make me flight ready. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway. I think we're stuck on the wrong one, and we got to... Nope. Guns do fire, but how do we get them onto... where I can shoot them around? I believe these are laser cannons as well. Here, let's hop into here. Da 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 da, guns, 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 guns. I need to... I don't care if I enable coupled, but I need to... What is it? I need to enable. Not headlights, not ESP. You say bottle solution, cruise mode, coupled mode. Let's go to gunnery. Da 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 da. Gimbal slot. I need to unlock the gimbals. That's what I need to do. That way she'll fire around. And we can go to F4, turn it around here, and we can actually see these guns firing. Now, I believe these are cannons and not lasers. Now, everybody likes the, not the cannons, but they like the repeaters. But I was thinking about this, and I was kind of looking at it. You're going to need those repeaters on the top, front, top, back, sides to defend you against fighters. But if you ever get into a battle with a medium ship, these cannons would actually do the pilot well, and he's going to have a hard time hitting fighters anyway, I believe. I'm not sure I wouldn't leave the cannons on the front and trust, as long as you have the crew members, trust my turrets to defend me and save these cannons just in case I had to shoot at something bigger and heavier. Because with that mail slot up front that I absolutely hate, I think it's going to be kind of hard to hit things. I'm not sure how well you're going to do, because this isn't the most maneuverable ship. There's not the most travel in these guns. I'm not sure you would be able to hit a small fighter from this position. So, and the one reason I totally hate Misc ships is this mail slot. How horrible. And I know everybody laughs and it's a joke, and that's the problem. It's a joke. These mail slots for visibility are an absolute joke. You know, everybody talks about, you know, the bars and everything going across in front of the Constellation series. But then you look at the latest RSI ships, and they don't have those bars. They have them blended together. They realized that those bars were a joke, and they've got rid of them on the all the new RSI ships, and they haven't hurt them at all. They've actually helped them. Now, the Misc ships, sorry, mail slot's a joke, guys. We need to put the same ingenuity into the Misc ships that we do into the RSI ships, and figure out a new and better way that doesn't damage the aesthetics of the ship to make this work. Because these mail ships slots are horrible. I hate this. I realize that in the tanker, because it's so old, it's, you know, what it is. But this ship is so much newer, so much next generation, so much better. Why are we going to hurt a ship like this with a mail slot front? All right, enough of my complaining. Let me go ahead and enter here and see if this one does anything. I really have no clue. I've really never sat in this seat before either. Well, you can get out of it. We know that. Power off. Oh, enter remote turret. Turret. Oh. Turret is this? What do you shoot? I think, oh, this guy controls the rear rocket turrets. Got you. Didn't realize that. Now we know. That's pretty cool. And that's what the camera back there is for. So he can see. And then he controls the rear missile turrets. Pretty cool. You see, Star Citizen, you're thinking. You're thinking. You're putting a rear co-pilot with rear missiles on it. You're putting guns that are controlled from the cockpits so the players are closer together. Come on, guys. We can figure the mail slot out. It isn't that difficult. You know, there can definitely be a bubble cannon be put around the top here, maybe something. There's got to be better ideas than this horrific mail slot. You take an absolutely gorgeous ship and you ruin it with that. Radar replay. All right, what else do we need to look at? I've already been on my little tirade about the mail slot. Oh, there was an elevator I thought that went up higher, and I kind of wanted to see if it did. Because I have no clue. Let's go over here. Was it this one? Be nosy. Let me in here. No, that one doesn't go up. Get me out of here. Thought it went up. Couldn't get out of his own elevator. Let's go check the other elevator. We need to check the other elevator anyway. We need to show you how to get out of here. So we got to do that anyway. This is the front elevator, and I like this one. It doesn't go any higher than this. So no, we are on the upper deck. So let's go to exits. Let's exit the ship. You get lower deck, upper deck, and exit ship. That's all we got. And this actually even looks pretty cool too. Just between you and me and the coconut tree. I like this. There we go. It looks like you're kind of a side entrance to a B-52 or something. A little futuristic. I kind of like it. Now, the one thing I didn't notice before was I could not get it to close from here. And what I had to do was go in here and select upper deck and then jump off it real quick. For some reason, this button wouldn't work to take it up again, which was kind of disappointing. So, yeah, she's a big ship. Like I said, a couple things I'm not crazy about. I'm not crazy about this section right here with the drop troops. I cannot stand the slot up front. But I'm going to tell you what, this is a nice ship. They've done a great job on everything else. They actually could take lessons from this ship and apply it to other ships. Let's talk about the Hull C guys. Let's talk about the Polaris guys. And any ship that you make the whole ship boggy in. Which is just horrific. See how clear this looks? See how nice this looks? How crisp it looks? And it doesn't look weak. It looks military. So I'm okay with this. Yes, I was surprised by the ship. I'll tell you that. It's got some negatives for me personally, but it's more ship than I thought it was. So anyway, my name's Sleepy. This has been Sleepy Plays. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm stupid. I don't care. Just leave a comment. I like comments, and I will answer all comments. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Peace. Sleepy.